And hello everyone, and welcome to a new video of this game. Before we get started, I just want to quickly talk about the Stone Ocean news. I was fucking excited for this, I'm not gonna lie, and then Netflix comes around and says, oh, by the way, you're gonna have to wait till September to get new episodes, and I'm just like, bitch. What? Are you fucking kidding me? We waited 4 months for this shit, and then you decide to do that. Fuck you, Netflix, and your shitty fucking practices. I mean, they're literally just doing this to further their revenue. That's all they're doing. So part of me genuinely thinks if enough people cancel their subscriptions, then Netflix might respond, but who fucking knows, mate? Like, Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking sick of Netflix. Anyway, enough of that, let's get into the game. Day 8, oh boy. We have 4 days left before the end of the prologue. That's cool, I guess. The bell rings, announcing the start of homeroom. Or at least it should. Most students just look around the class uncomfortably, as Shima-sensei is again absent. How is this dude still employed? How is he still employed? He, doesn't teach the required class material. He is late constantly. How is this fucker still employed at this school? Excuse me? Again, this is what, the 4th time this month? Some of the students begin to chat among themselves, some complaining, others just taking this opportunity to kick back and relax. Regardless, the classroom starts becoming more and more rowdy as time passes by. Don't be so critical, Kyo-chan. You might just be a little late, or you might have had something to deal with. Still, don't you think multiple times a month is a little bit much? Plus, you always nag someone's a little bit late. Well... yeah, he's a bit fucking hypocritical. Only Jin, you're eating chips in class again. Put those chips away. But Shima-sensei isn't here yet, so what's the problem? The problem is that you're covering our table with crumbs again. At least avoid making a mess. Oh, sorry. Geez, they really are a rowdy bunch. Oh, it's this dude. Well, most of them. And still, the thing that bothers me the most is the missing tiger boy. Not this again. I'm getting flashbacks from last week already. Alright, Alex-kun, is Kobayashi-kun gonna be late today again? Man, he only transferred here last week, but I feel like he's late more often than not. Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I wonder what excuse he's going to give me this time. Just my mind begins to wander, the sound of the door being opened whisks me back to reality, there's gravity. You know, the more you use that fucking phrase of words, it gets, even... yeah, whatever. Turn around to look and... Oh, Katsuguri-sensei, what brings you by? Classroom immediately gets up to greet her. As always, she's quick to wear a smile on her face, looking ever so warm and gentle. Kitsunigawa-chan, just who I was hoping to see. Come here with me for a second. I only have one girl voice, sorry. She beckons up to her, and she quickly follows. They both shut the door just to go outside. A bunch of students immediately press themselves against the floor, trying to listen on their conversation. What are you guys even doing? Don't tell us what this is about anyway. Shh! If you're not gonna join in, at least avoid spoiling the fun. Of course, Jinichiro's among them. I'm not even surprised. Fun? What's fun about pressing myself against the door with 10-something other guys and risk being conscious to hear some new boring news about... Oh, it looks like there's a new student transferring to today. The class immediately stands at attention. Students have been sitting in their chairs, minding their own business, are immediately drawn into the peeking. What, really? 2 weeks after classes started? Well, it looks like he's come from Europe. Jesus fucking Christ. These people, they don't deserve. Class immediately erupts in chatter about the latest gossip. What's so exciting about this anyway? Aren't you people getting just a bit carried away? Hey, settle down, will you? I can barely hear what they're... Most students started peeking through the door, immediately scurried at their seats to hear someone on their side. Poor Jin, on the other hand, wasn't listening, and... He falls face first on the floor as soon as the door is opened. Katsuguri-sensei is standing next to the door. Okay. Yeah, Class rep is standing next to her, face palming. Jin. Her tone is raw and full of disappointment. Although knowing her, I'm surprised she's disappointed at him being caught instead of him spotting their conversation. You can barely hear what they're wah? Is that what you're trying to say, Nezumiru-kun? Hello, Katsuguri-sensei. She has a cold smile. A smile capable of sending shivers down the spine whoever she directs at it. What the fuck is this? Anime bullshit. You will see me after class. She said that simply as if she were telling him the time of day. Genichiro immediately slumps onto the ground. Tears welled up in his eyes as if he were an anime character. Yes, ma'am. Jesus fucking Christ. So pathetic. Katsuguri-sensei smiles, patting her up on the shoulder. Well, I'll trust you will take care of this for me, right, Kitsunegawa-chan? What a fucking name, though. Really? Haha, I get it. She's a fox, so Kitsune. What the fuck ever. Yes, ma'am. She says goodbye as she walks down the corridor back to the faculty office. The Astrap looks down at the floor. Genichiro is still sobbing like a child. Oh, come on, Jin. Get up from the floor, buddy. That's pathetic. She said it. She straight up said it. So rude. Have some pity on me, for Christ's sake. Nearly springs up from the floor. No, it's your fault for getting caught. You should have known something like this would happen. Oh, you're a devil woman. Well, someone seems to have bounced back really fast. Was that a fucking Devilman reference? I swear to God. Obviously, I don't fucking know. As expected with the class rep, she knows how to provoke people very easily. Guys, can I have your attention for a second? She walks in front of the class and goes quiet to pay attention. Even Jin gets back into his seat, still huffing and kicking, but he sits quietly nonetheless. The entire class is filled with expectation. Because the talk of an overseas student really got everyone excited. Yeah, sorry, it's 11:47 right now. Woke up about an hour ago, so... Everyone listen up. Katsuguri-sensei wanted me to tell you guys that Shima-sensei is called in sick today, so we'll be doing free studies during homeroom. Still, no one is allowed to leave the classroom. That is all. How the fuck is this dude still employed? What the fuck? The room is enveloped in different kind of silence, now that everyone's expectations were broken, confusion had settled in. Transfer student? These people don't deserve voices, they're literally nobody. What are you talking about? Ayako, is there really no transfer student? Seems like the whole class invested in this idea of a transfer student. Even Kyoko usually keeps to herself, separate from our class as usual, and Shuri gets curious about it. This is the first I've heard of it, since they didn't mention anything like that to me. Murmurs of disappointment becomes so loud that it seems like one giant whale coming from our class. A few years later, our class would be inducted. Into our school's 7 great mysteries as the whale in class. Legend would go that anyone to hear these sounds would have their soul taken away in the afterlife in 3 days. What? The fuck? Just kidding, okay. Class rep watched it for a few minutes before clearing her throat again, drawing attention back to herself. Well, either way, you guys already know what to do, so either you study like you're supposed to, or at least keep your voices down, so don't distract the ones who will. Her icy glares enough to make people flinch. Well, she didn't become class representative for good looks alone. She's very good at discipline and demanding respect. In a matter of seconds, the entire class immediately separates into two groups. Those who are actually working or studying, and those who are playing around. I, myself, have no idea what to do. June isn't around, so I can't talk to him. Although, admittedly, I'll probably end up tutoring him. If there's one thing I learned about that tiger since he joined is that he's academically terrible. You have to make sure he doesn't fail. Maybe I could tag on with someone else? Do I have to? Do I have to? Do I have to? I guess Kumagawa. I don't know. What's up? Yo. Kumagawa doesn't even look up from his screen to greet me. Not that it bothers me anyway, I've grown used to it over the years. What are you playing this time? Taro. That bullet hell game released earlier this year and that it got so panned by critics that it actually caused the studio to close down? That Taro? Very same. Why exactly are you playing that? I like it. He barely looks up from the screen for half a second and stares to the side in the direction of the class rep seat. Let me guess, you're mad at Rep for mocking liking of dating sims, so your plan is to... what? Play and badmouth the game she really likes, pander to her love of failed games. He furrows his brow for a second, pressing pause on the screen and setting the console down. He sighs deeply and rubs his forehead. It strikes me that this is the most emotion I've seen on his face in quite a while. Okay, fine. You really want to know? This shit is terrible. It's the worst game I've ever played by far. So, you're sitting here on your free time, playing something you absolutely hate, just so you can bash it to her later. Yes. Alright, now tell me, this is a victory for you. How exactly? He blinks for a few seconds, realization finally dawning on him. She'd probably left me for doing this, wouldn't she? I think she'd derive sadistic pleasure from seeing you like this, yes? Kumagawa looks aside, a hint of red tinting his cheeks. Don't worry, I'll pretend I never saw you playing this. Your reputation with class rep is safe. Thank you. Well, shit. Shit. I don't want to fucking see your fucking mug, bitch. I hate you. Well, I don't hate you, I just like an interesting character. You seem like a fucking cook, whatever. Nope. Class pictures of Kumagawa grabbing his video game from the table and showing it looking up at the screen. Oh cool, Tara, I didn't expect this sort of thing from you, Kuma-chan. Give it back! Sure, here you go. She gently places the console back in his hand, a sly smile on her face. So, what do you think of the game? Kumagawa furrows his brow. It's like he's trying hard to come up with something to say. It's the worst thing I've ever played in my life. It's totally unbalanced. The controls like ass. It's repetitive. All the characters are essentially the same. How do you even like this? She smiles, a devious smile that immediately sends a shiver down my spine. I don't. I just like seeing the desolate look in people's faces when they play at my recommendation. Kumagawa gapes as class rep chuckles. What a sly little fox. Kudos to you, though. I didn't actually have to say anything. You played anyway. I have to say your action was glorious. Kumagawa sits completely still, almost paralyzed. His mouth is hanging completely open. His eyes are slits. Frankly, this is the most emotion I've ever seen in his face. It's almost kind of funny. You... What's wrong, Kuma-chan? Can't got your tongue? Hayako, hurry up. What are you even doing? She puts both her hands behind her back, covering herself so that she stands eye level with Kumagawa. She smiles innocently, chuckling. Oops, I have to get back to my studies. Have fun playing Taro, Kuma-chan. She walks back to her chair, skipping along the way. Kyoko glares at her the whole time. Well, that was something. Kumagawa face desks his table so hard the metal legs wobble. Kumagawa! Tried to reach for me, thinking he might have hurt himself, but he holds his hand up, telling me to stop. He eventually lifts his head from the table, and I see a huge red mark on his forehead as well as blood dripping from his nose. Oh god, your nose is bleeding, hang on. Taking that from my bag and cleaning his nose with it. He doesn't refuse me. Hitting your head back to stop the blood from down. He does as he's told. I keep pressing the napkin against his snout to stop any blood be flowing. Are you insane? What did you do that for? I'm fine, don't worry about it. It's just a little blood. You're pronouncing fine as find. You're not fine. Sorry. Sorry too. Kamigawa rolls his eyes, groaning. Please don't stop. You're gonna have to stay like this until it does. Either that or go to the doctor's office. I'll be fine. Just fall and just get my console back. Nope, you're not gonna play until your nose stops bleeding. I quickly pocketed his console, taken away from his reach. But no buts. You should have thought about this before you slammed your head in the desk. He crosses his arms, pouting. Still, he does as I tell him, standing perfectly still in his chair with the napkin shoved inside his bloody nostrils. The bleeding doesn't stop until the end of homeroom, though. Christ. A few hours later. Okay. That happened fast. Morning. Oh, Sue. Suichi and Sai stroll into the open door, walking towards our usual lunch-eating spot. Where's Junko? He's a no-show today. I tried messaging him, but I didn't have any luck. Suichi pulls up a chair and quickly sits on it, placing his lunchbox gingerly on the table. I wonder if something happened to him. Sai quickly follows suit, opening her lunchbox to reveal a poorly organized mess of a lunch. Looks like the whole thing was tossed around and dug into before being closed. Definitely 0 points for presentation. It's a fucking lunchbox, dude. Ah, there it is. The whatever the hell this is lunchbox. What is in there today? Seafood? Ding, 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 we have a winner. But seriously, why should I care if my food is messy? It's all gonna get mixed up in my stomach either way. It's also going to turn into shit inside your body anyway. Does that mean you'd eat shit to speed up the process? Can we please not talk about eating shit during lunchtime? Sorry. Suichi huffs grumpily, grabbing his pair of chopsticks and quickly separating the two. He opens the lid of his lunchbox, revealing a very well-organized and pretty-looking lunch. The contrast between the two sitting side by side is so stark it really makes me laugh. Well, that and the way Sai is looking at it. Saya eyes his food with desire, looking back and forth between her own lunchbox and his. Shokun, what? No. He cuts her down before she's in time to finish her sentence. At least let me finish talking. I already know what you're gonna ask me. Are you really sure of that? I might have wanted to ask you something completely different. Different from what? From asking for your lunchbox? See, that's what you're going to ask me. Suichi is crazy good with words sometimes. No, he's not. Equally got to admit this is what you want to play from the start. It's fucking obvious. My god, he's not fucking Sherlock for deducing that. I think your own intellect is just being shown. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, come on, yours is a girl's lunchbox. Wouldn't it suit me better? If it really is a girl's lunchbox, the last person at the table that should have it is you. Wow, okay. Oh, come on, pretty please. From negotiating to pleading, Sai sure is quick to discard her dignity. But your honor, my lord. Fucking hell. I already said no, just eat your food. Yet Suichi doesn't budge. Calmly ignores lazily and munch down his food. You're so stingy. I should ask the Toka-chan to bet my lunch early too. Please don't try to take advantage of my little sister. What's the big deal? She packs a lunchbox for you. She's literally his brother. Fucking... Brother? No, sister. Good grief, I read that wrong. I said that wrong. Fucking hell. When does the Toka show up anyway? I know she does. I just don't remember when. I don't ask her to. She just does it because she wants to, and I eat it because I don't want to upset her. Are you saying you wouldn't eat otherwise? No, of course I'd eat it. Matoka's food is delicious. Well, she lives with her mother, so it was either learning how to cook or die of food poisoning. That's true. At least someone in the family can cook. Suishi's head quickly snaps to me. He sits in the spot, blinking in confusion at my statement. What do you mean? What about me? Oh shit, I let it slip. Silently, immediately freezes you that roses my blunder. No, I mean in the household. Yeah, I meant that at least someone in the house knows how to cook. You know, since you don't live with them, you don't count. Shit, wasn't too obvious. That's true. You can certainly see it that way. Sai and I breathe out a collective sigh of relief. God, you're gullible, Soichi. He's not. Oh, I almost forget. Did you guys hear the news yet? Oh yeah, that's true. Katsugiri-sensei came over to our class this morning to tell us. You mean about Shima-sensei being sick, right? Yeah, that came as a shock to me too. Class structures are nowhere putting a hand on Suichi's shoulder. And though she's a gentle smile on her face, her voice sounds oddly stern. I don't fucking know. They both look awkwardly at each other for seconds. Glasswrap walks behind Suichi, putting her hand on his shoulder and leaning on him a bit. Right, Shokun. Hello, Aoki-chan, you're hurting me. With a sweet smile on her face, but her hands are squeezing Suichi's shoulder so loud that I'm afraid she'll puncture with her claws. I give up. She taps her arms frantically like a wrestler tapping out of a fight he can't win. Well, anyway, I'm glad you guys hit the news. Bye. Camilla looks out, catching him skipping on her step. What was that about? I thought I was going to die. I wonder if something happened to Aya-chan today. Seriously, is no one worried about me right now? So I waved him off. He'll be fine, don't worry about it. You're such jerks. The sound on the door echoes. Jeez, okay. Hello, June. June walks through the door. I am so shocked by his sudden appearance that I'm left unable to react as the tiger plops down in his chair. Are you okay, Kobayashi? Can you look so hot? I'm fine. Really, you don't look fine. You look like crap, no offense. None taken. He rummaged into his bag, pulling out his own lunchbox. He looks at it a few seconds with a sour expression, eventually shoving it back in his bag and setting it down on the floor. You're not gonna eat? I don't have much of an appetite right now. He slumps down on his table. What happened today that's got you so down? My competition's tomorrow, remember? Oh, is that Suichi jabs me square in my roof with his open hand. She sends like a knife stab right there through me. Ow! Feeling on my side, Suichi glares at me. It's fine, Suichi-san. I already expected Alex-san to forget anyway. Fuck, the way I said it made it transparent that I had forgotten about it. Sorry, June. I swear I was going to watch you, honest. Yeah, there's no point anyway. I've been forbidden from taking part by my parents. Why? I've gotten a little ill recently, and they've decided it'd be better if I didn't push myself. Is it that again? June nods. The expression on his face is so strange. That? What's that? Oh, how do I put it? I had to take Junko to the infirmary last week because of her spike in blood pressure caused by stress. He got dizzy and felt lightheaded, and that triggered a panic attack, so we couldn't breathe. June stared at Suichi in amazement, completely bewildered by his words. You have excellent memory, Suichi-san. I try. Anyway, they're really going to keep you from participating because of that, then? Yeah, said I wasn't allowed to touch piano until the doctor okayed me again. They're afraid I'd relapse. It's bullshit. I love this fucking Seeing June actually glare is so rare, and I love it. Whoa, never thought I'd see the day when a cuss word come out of your mouth. I'm really pissed, don't be surprised. Slade starts patting him on the back, talking to him with a sweet, gentle voice. Oh, there, you'll feel better soon, I promise. Michiguchi-san, I'm not a child. Really? Because you certainly act like one sometimes. I guess I can't disagree with that.
Wow, so he does have self-awareness.
Are you guys supposed to be trying to make me feel better?
We are, but teasing you is too fun.
It's not teasing when it's fucking hell. You suck.
I'm just joking, trying to get you to lighten up.
Suichi runs his fingers through Jordan's head for a few seconds, then he starts vigorously tussling it.
Line up a little, will ya?
So-chan, stop it. Well, aren't you two cute together? Jin smiles, rubbing his fingers on his table. You know, I could just go to the competition anyway.
Without your parents' approval?
It's not like they stopped me from going on stage anyway. I'm old enough to make decisions myself. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the age of maturity is 20 years old, not 19. Yeah. You could just show up there without saying anything and perform as if nothing happened. I mean, I don't think your parents will tell the staff but you don't participate anymore. Oh, that's true.
Don't give him ideas.
Oh, come on, he's old enough to know what he wants to do. I'm not telling him he should do it, but if he cares more about participating in the competition than caring for his health, what's it to you?
But fine, he can do whatever he wants, you're right.
Saya blinks multiple times in confusion. That's weird. You're usually self-righteous to a fault. I was looking forward to arguing with you. It's no fun if you just lie down and take it.
When did you turn into Urashihara?
She smiles, shrugging in delight. I understand why he does it. Antagonizing you is a fun.
To borrow a phrase from June, you suck.
Saya laughs, snoring every now and then. I'm guessing this is Keisuke. Oh good, you're all here. I was right. Keisuke walks in the room carrying a thick magazine in his hand. Kei-chan, what are you doing here? Take a look at this. Throws a magazine in the center of the table, nearly knocking down some of our food. It's this month's copy of Saitama's Spo Mag. Look at what it says on the cover. Let's see, it's... Sai gasped, putting the magazine nearly shoving her face in it. Dad? What is it? Is something wrong? It's you, Alex. You're on the cover of the magazine. What? Give me that! I snatched a copy away from her hand and examined it myself. Suichi and June try scooting closer to see it as well, and I can't help but feel a bit claustrophobic. It's true.
The cover says Rising Star Month. They dedicate this into writing articles of promising athletes in multiple fields. It's pretty cool, actually.
Well, that's not either. Look inside. Well done on articles. Even me.
Oh wow, give me.
He snatched it out of my hand and starts through the pages excitedly. Hey, I wasn't done with that.
Shh. Haha, found mine. Let's see. What does it say? Scouts will want to be keeping an eye out an 18-year-old, Suichi Arata, who should be graduating from high school this year. Arata has become well known as one of Japan's best setters and has received Saitama's Best Setter Award 3 times in a row already.
Oh my god. Fucking hell. They're home. They're home again. I thought I was gonna have, like, more than this.
Arata's superior precision as a setter, coupled with varied offense repertoire, making the foundation of his team's attack. Many professional teams have expressed interest in scouting him after he's finished with his studies, but when approached for interview, settler Arata declined to comment. That's odd. I remember being approached for interview. Let's see what else is here. Even so, we firmly believe that setter Arata has a bright future ahead of him if he chooses to pursue a career in volleyball. And it wouldn't be at all unthinkable for him in the face of transnational teams sometime in the near future as he...
Alright, that's enough. Quit hogging the spotlight. I want to see my article too. Keisuke takes the magazine forcefully from Suichi.
But didn't you already read yours? At least let me finish mine.
I didn't. As soon as I saw it, I came over to show you guys. Lend a share. Let's see. My god, we're seriously fucking doing this shit, aren't we? Apparently so. Keisuke Urashihara was already a very discussed name in the media as the young aspiring athlete who is also the heir of the multi-millionaire Urashihara Corporation. Well, he's been toiling behind Michimiya for a while. We have seen some steady climb in his national rank, and many believe he may soon make a breakthrough. Urashihara's style is based around strategy and analysis, and many have compared superior tactics to Japan's number one player, Takagi Tanabe, who stayed number one in Japan for the past 3 years. Only the future will tell what can we expect from this young athlete, but we have high hopes for him. Not only that...
Alright, that's enough. Give it back now.
Just start wrestling the magazine, pulling on it in a childish dispute of tug-of-war. Stop behaving like kids.
I don't care. I want to finish my article.
It's my magazine. I'm the one who bought it. I get to read mine first. Guys, you're making too much.
Shut up!
Shut it! The ticket is straight the magazine. Eventually, they all just get it. Eventually, just as we all expected, Suichi wins and takes the magazine from KSK. And this result was pretty obvious, considering how much stronger Suichi is, but Kei-kun's hand slips and Suichi loses his balance when the magazine is suddenly released. He tumbles back in his seat and ends up hitting Jun square in the face with the magazine. Ow!
But Junko, you alright?
Settle down, just a magazine. You're not gonna break his nose with that.
But I could have hit in the eye. What if he...
Jun gives him a few taps on the shoulder, rubbing his own nose with a pained expression. Suichi's saying I'm fine, just please don't hit me in the face anymore.
Yes.
Jun grabs hold of the magazine in Suichi's hand and takes it away from him. He does it so gently and smoothly that Suichi seemed register at first.
Hey!
I want to read the article on Alexon. He's on the cover, so I imagine he must have a more detailed article. And remember, you did just hit him in the face with the damn thing. At least let him use it if he wants to.
That's fair.
Wait, but that's my Shh. Saya calmly shuts him down before he has a chance to really say anything. Saitama's very own rising star, Alex Michimiya, is set to have his professional debut at the end of this year, with many people anxious to see how he performs in his last year in the junior rankings, as that could set a tone for the beginning of his career. Despite a few setbacks in later years, and having some performance issues when they come to most, Michimiya is still cited by many sports critics to be one of Japan's most promising athletes across all categories. He has the body of a trained athlete, keen senses and reflexes, the mind of a chess master. He is forced to be reckoned with on the courts. Will this be the year he finally defeats Takagi Tanabe and claims the title of Japan's #1 junior? We can only speculate at this point, but any of us hope to see. Suichi looks through the magazine for a second, giving me a panicked stare.
Mind of a chess master? Really?
Hey, I'm not the one who wrote this. Still, that's pretty high praise coming from them. I'm not surprised. The chief editor of this magazine's always had a boner for Alex. Michiguchi-san! What? It's true. Even when he loses, he gets glowing reviews every time. He's had something written about him in his magazine almost every month for the past 3 years. Yeah, that level of fanaticism sounds like something my dad would do.
Your dad's a fan of Alex?
Yeah, he is. It's weird, to say the least. Yeah, Dad can be pretty intense when he's excited. It's very annoying. No, you're the last person who should be saying this. Huh? Why? Kei-kun sighs, and the bridge of his exasperation. No, nothing. Never mind. Jun cocked his head and slapped to the side in confusion, a gesture that has easily turned his head into the most adorable thing I've seen all day. Well, now that that's all well and done, can I have the magazine, please? I want to see my article. Oh, there isn't one. The air immediately goes frigid. What do you mean there isn't one? Saya-chan, calm down. What are you talking about? I am calm. The constant cracking of her knuckles says otherwise. No, they didn't overlook you. It's just that this month's edition is focused on male players. Next month is apparently for the girls. Ah. Body relaxes when he instantly relaxes with her. I was preparing myself for a Saya temper tantrum. Why didn't you say so early? I almost gave me the wrong idea there, Kei-kun. She playfully slaps him multiple times on the back. Ow, Michiguchi-san, that hurts. Oh, don't be such a baby. It was just light taps, as if a cute girl could hurt you.
Where's the cute girl? I don't see her.
Oh, Arata, do you want me to punch you?
Saya-chan, you're scary as a Yakuza leader right now.
Jeez, you're so mean.
I'm just honest.
Then don't be. Hey, who the fuck is this? My attention immediately steps aside where I see Jin staring intently at the window.
What's wrong, Jin?
Is that a guy riding a horse?
Huh? Everyone's attention immediately snaps at the front gate as we see what looks like a white horse galloping toward the entrance.
What?
What? You've got to be kidding me. Yep, without a doubt, that's someone riding on horseback towards the entrance. Is that Ayako-san?
Ayako?
The horseman comes to a stop in front of the building. Class rep walks up to him and seems to be greeting him. So that's a new student, huh?
Wait, there actually is a new student?
Yeah, they informed all the third-year students, classrooms that he'd be transferring here from Europe. They wanted to make sure everyone would receive him as well. He's transferring to this classroom, actually.
Wait, what? Where is he transferring from?
France, if I'm not mistaken.
Shit, that's the last thing I need is work competition. I won't be able to get in with any girl. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any chance even if you're the last guy in here. That's too mean.
There, bro, we'll get through this together.
Should you be telling me that's not true?
Oh, I'm supposed to lie?
You suck.
My god. Oh. Okay.
Everyone meet Victor.
Before we know it, class rep has already showed up in our class, another fox falling in tow. He stood quite a bit taller than class rep, his face covered in beige fur that descended down his neck and disappeared inside his uniform. He wore a meek smile as he half hid behind class rep despite standing over her.
Haharu.
His voice comes out as a near squeal. Oh, okay. It almost like his fur was tinted red, not to mention Japanese. The Japanese sounded so broken right now. Psst. The girls that were in the classroom immediately crowd around him, touching him, pulling on him as he looked at them in a panic.
Laissez-moi respirer.
I have no fucking idea. Keikun twitches as he hears the boy talk. His words seem to drive the girl more wild. Class rep seems to be standing to the side, giggling in delight at the whole show.
Alright, that's enough.
Keikun pushes his way through the mob, reaching out next to the fox, and separating the girls from him.
Everyone stop already, this is ridiculous.
As they start to whisper themselves, it creates a buzz around the group of girls and they seem to quickly disperse. Keikun breathes out in relief as he turns to the fox.
The fuck?
Jean m'appelle Keisuke. Oh, my name is. I have no idea. The fox's eyes widen in surprise as he hears Keisuke speak what I assume is French. I guess that means you speak French. Keisuke smiles, offering a handshake.
Oui, monsieur.
The fox smiles widely, grabbing a hold of Keikun's hand and shaking with gusto. Keikun, since when do you speak French?
Oh, I can understand a few languages. Japanese, English, French, Portuguese, Indonesian, Italian. I'm pretty basic with most of them, though. English and French are the only ones I could actually speak.
That's... wow, yeah, at least someone could talk to him then.
That won't be necessary. Victor can actually speak Japanese. Wait, he can?
Yes, I can speak Japanese somewhat. Well, your pronunciation is pretty good. I can't say it's impeccable, but it's very close.
Thank you. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Victor Chevalier. It's a pleasure to meet you. No, it's too hard to say it.
Sorry?
Don't worry about it, that's how Kobayashi is. Just answer me this, though. If you could speak Japanese, then why didn't you? When they were hounding you, the girls didn't understand a word of what you said.
What did you say anyway?
Something along the lines of back off already, would you? No, that's not quite right. It was more, please let me breathe, to be honest.
Yeah, you sound like a wimp.
You sound like a wimp with that line.
The guy's been here for 5 minutes and Keisuke's already making teasing jokes at his expense. Keikun, at least let him get acclimated with us before we start cracking jokes about him.
Oh, sorry.
He steps away, looking awkwardly at Victor. The fox, on the other hand, looks at us in curiosity. So you're my new classmates, right? Oh yeah, my name's Alec Jimmy. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Jun Kobayashi. Nice to meet you, Vic-kun. Vic-kun? But... Oh hey, I like the sound of that. Vic-kun. That's catchy. I'll go with that too. Nice to meet you, Vic-kun. I'm Keisuke from Class 2A. It's Suichi Arata from Class 3A. I'm not your classmate, but I do come over here a lot. You'll probably see me often. He's also president of the student council, so don't hesitate to go to him if you have some sort of problem. Oh, that's cool. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Me next. I'm Saya Michiguchi from Class 3A. Bon voyage. Bon voyage? Yeah, that's nice to meet you in French, right? No, it's not. KK bursts out in laughter. What? Did I say something wrong? Bon voyage in French is for have a safe trip. What? He hasn't even had time to arrive properly yet. You already shove him out the door and tell him to leave. Wait, that's not what I meant. Stop laughing, K-kun. K-kun. Stop laughing, damn it. In a single second, she grabs hold of him in a neck choke. Alright, I'm sorry, please let me go, I can't breathe. Are these two always like this? Hell yeah, you've seen nothing yet. That's scary, to be honest. You're gonna have to get used to it sooner or later if you're gonna be in this class. I'll keep that in mind, too. Oh my god, shut up, Mutts! Holy fuck, I hate those dogs. Either way, Vic-kun, what's up with the horse? In a second, his attention immediately snaps to the fox as June finally asks the question we're all thinking but not saying. Oh, we're going there after all, huh? Okay, what is the deal with the horse? Vic Woods is looking away from us for a second, his cheeks becoming red again. That's, I kinda lost a bet. A bet? Well, not really a bet, more like, how should I put it? My older brother made an agreement with me in exchange for his help. You see, my parents were initially opposed to me going on an exchange program, and since the divorce, I don't get much time with my father. My brother, he told me that if he happened against my father, he'd let me. On the strip, I'd have to show up my first day in class on horseback. That's pretty wild of him. Honestly, he does this kind of stuff all the time. Tormenting me seems to be his main hobby. That doesn't sound like a healthy hobby. Hey, messing with younger siblings can be fun at times. Alex-san too. Guess we should call Child Protective Services before he messes Akiyoshi-kun too badly. I was joking. Well, I guess it could have been worse. He could have been imposed a condition like, you must go to school naked on your first day of class. I would have refused to go on this trip then and there. I always thought French people didn't really care about modesty. I feel like I should punch you for that. I was joking. Feel free to punch him, Vic-kun. He totally deserves it. Trust me when I say this, he's like this all the time. I said I was joking. Vic-kun sighs, shaking his head. So, where do I even sit? We have an open seat in our classroom? There are a few in the back, but you'll have to be assigned with a homeroom teacher. Since he's absent today, just take any seat you like and he'll deal with it tomorrow. Okay, I guess I'll take this one. It's all the same, really. Victor pulls the chair and throws his bag on top of it. So, I assume it's lunchtime, given how much food I see there on top of the tables. Any chance there's a cafeteria here where I can get some food for myself? There is, but if you have any love of life, don't eat there. It's not that bad, there's only a few dishes, so the rest is perfectly edible. You're just being nitpicky because you're used to fancy stuff. My lunchbox is literally salad, rice, and sausages. What's fancy about that? Huh. Yeah, well, totally not what I was expecting. What exactly were you expecting? Gold leaves, diamonds, and pearls? Something along those lines, yeah. You're ridiculous. I try. Wow, you two seem to get along very well. Not it. Despite their protests about this sort of stuff, they end up agreeing with it more often than not. It can be downright disturbing sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore them. These two bickering is another thing that you get used to in time. Oh. Don't ignore me. Hey, that's my line. Stop still. Both of you stop. I immediately jump into Bryce's side. His thunderous voice threatens to shake their very core. Jesus, stop behaving like children already. You're both grown men. Okay, is this something else to get used to with time? I'll tell you once I do. You'll leave him hanging for a good while then. Quite likely. You two are ruthless. Saya chuckles. Look, who's talking? Saya waves him off, immediately turning around to look Victor in the eye. A move that makes the fox jump. She puts both hands behind her back and curves her body forward, looking at him with a big smile on her face. So, Vic, you say you need food, right? We can share some of ours with you, right, guys? Yeah, totally. For sure. I wasn't even going to eat mine. Ooh, wow, that's really nice, but I can't accept that. Why not? If we give you a little bit from our lunch boxes, we'll barely notice the difference for ourselves, but you'll still have a good deal of food to eat. Well... She gives his back a few light taps that are more like slaps, giggling. It's okay, isn't it? This is a perfect opportunity to get to know your new classmates. Not that I'm really your classmate, that doesn't matter. It's alright, Vic, and I've only transferred to this school at the start of this school year, but they've all made me very welcome. That's nice to know. I suppose a meal couldn't hurt. How much do I have to pay you guys? You crack me up, as if we'd let you pay for that. But it's fine, Vic-kun. Come on, let's introduce you to the rest of the class, one by one, preferably. Oh my god, great. Goodbye, I'll meet you, man. You'll put some more spring in your step. Yes! This is exhausting. Coach, you know there's no point to him working hard if he falls dead from exhaustion, right? Nonsense. This is just a light workout, not to mention the fact that he has 2 years of slacking off to make up for. His words have so many barbs, I'm honestly amazed. Coach, what happened to that laissez-faire personality you've had for the past 2 years? No, he's been doing a series of high-intensity workouts for 2 hours without breaks. He literally looks like he's about to fall dead. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? Oh yeah, look, you're that much of a wimp that you're exhausted from this? Yes, sir. Saya smiles cockily while Coach's expression contorts a look of frustration. I really thought it'd go the other way around. Come on, Alex, let's go get some water and rest before he changes his mind. Saya walked up to me, slowly guiding me to some of the benches we have close to the entrance. Oh, you look like you're number fun right now. Your legs won't stop shaking. You try doing all the crowd who's putting me through. Crap, I think I might throw up. You throw up at me, and I can assure you it won't be the workout that kills you. So mean. So as we reach the bench, I immediately topple over them. I don't think I can ever get out from here. Dial back a little, okay? He might be overworking you, but he's got a point. You've been slacking for the past 2 years. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten that stupid speech you and Zuichi gave me a while ago. It wasn't so much a speech as it was a reality check. Still, I know I've been running away all this time. I don't need you to keep preaching to me. It doesn't sound like you do. Don't worry, I'm not going to go back on my word. I made Keiko a practice part for a reason. He's so diligent that it's liable to bring you to tears. I see. What about the new training menu coach gave you? That working out okay? It's hell, but I do see the point. There are a few things that I should improve my game. My last match with Keiko had made that abundantly obvious. Well, see you later then. I still have to get back to my practice. But didn't you say you're going to give me some water? I was, and you said you were never getting up from the bench again. Now I kind of want to see you get it yourself. You're awful. Sure am. See ya. She really walks away, leaving me along my bench, waterless and exhausted. Great, might as well get it myself. I try standing up, but my legs immediately go nope and buckle under my weight. I immediately fall ass first on the bench again. Hey, I know I said it was a joke, but I don't want to be stuck in this bench for my life. Hey, who are you talking to? God, fuck, he's hot. He's hot. I look to the side and see Jin stand there by the entrance with the Vic-kun next to him. No one at all. Did I just get caught calling on myself? Great, doesn't make me sound crazy at all. Actually, why was I even talking to myself? What's wrong with me? Oh, no, don't go there. What's up, June? Bring to this part of us. Screw it, I'm too tired to make a clever joke out of that. I get the feeling it wouldn't be a clever joke even if you weren't.
Since when did you become so sassy?
Never mind that. I was showing Chef-kun around the school and I mentioned Michiguchi-san and Rishihara-san were in the tennis club, so we wanted to come take a look. I hope that's okay. It is, don't worry about it. So, Chef-kun. Wasn't it Vic-kun just this morning? Anyway, Chef-kun. Okay, interesting, come over. Well, I used to play badminton in France and thought, hey, aren't badminton and tennis kind of similar? And decided that I'd come take a look. Sure, they're similar, about the same way that American football is similar to rugby. Well, this school doesn't have a badminton club, so it's fine, I'd show you around, but well, I tried getting up one more time, and just like last time, my legs immediately buckled under my weight, forcing me down the seat again. As you can see, I can barely stand. Wow, you seem to really fit too. Is practice that tough in this club? Nah, this is specific just to me. Alex-san is the #2 player in Japan, so he gets a different training menu for him. To be fair, our club is only one coach, so he can't possibly create and supervise individual training menus for each and every player. He gives a little extra attention to the ones who draw sponsors of our club and the others who get... I always get to choose between a few pre-made training menus. That sounds interesting. I wonder if I could play tennis. If you want, you can give it a try, like with your racket and everything. Really, that'd be great. Although my rackets are custom made for me, taking into consideration my bodybuilding style of play, so maybe it wouldn't be such a great idea. June, can you fetch Keikun for me? You're gonna ask to borrow one of his spare rackets. At first, I thought of asking Side-chan since Vic-kun's build is more in line with hers, but then I remembered that she also has rackets built custom made for her. Wouldn't Rishihara-san just hire a company to make custom rackets for him too? He would if he could if he wanted to, but he said he doesn't want to use his financial status advantage.
That's surprisingly humble of him.
He's an odd guy like that. Anyway, if you will. Sure, I'll be right back. By the way, Vic-kun. Wait, is it going to be Vic-kun or Chev-kun? Either one is fine. Anyway, what made you leave France for Japan? Taking a move here long term? He finishes his voice by sudden inquiry, looking unsure. I've always been interested in your culture, so I decided to spend time abroad, get some fresh air, maybe learn a thing or two. That's an interesting sentiment. I, myself, don't really know much about the French. Is it you guys eat snails? I could see him visibly cringing inwardly at my question. Is it true that you guys enjoy fornicating with tentacled monsters? Exactly. Can we please drop the cultural stereotypes? Sorry, you don't have to get so upset about it. Ah. As if he only realized it now, Vic looks at me with shock. Oh, sorry, it wasn't my intention to be rude. Just really bows, uttering a dozen apologies. It's fine, I asked a rude question. No, I shouldn't have snapped at you. She's lighting up a little. What's going on? Why is Sheb-kun bowing? Why, it's nothing. He really jumps up as straight as he can, fidgeting on the spot. Anyway, here you go. Rishihara-san just asked you to be careful with it. Oh, thanks. Victor takes hold of the racket very carefully, swinging it around to get a feel for it. It's heavy, it feels a bit weird. Well, you're used to playing with a badminton racket, so I'm not really surprised. If you want to give it a try, ask Coach. The application period already passed, but since being a part of the club's mandatory, I'm sure we'll open an exception for you. Where's the coach? He's a tall crocodile that's walking around the court somewhere, not sure where exactly. Go look around for a bit. Okay, see ya. Yeah, don't worry so much, she'll be fine. Victor nods and runs off, looking for Coach Mikado. I forgot to tell him Coach's name. Will it really matters? No one calls him by name anyway, from what I've seen. I guess you're right. By the way, how are you feeling? Are you really so tired that you can't stand? Yeah, I'm sore everywhere. It's frustrating. I'm pretty sure I'm done for the day. I'm sorry to hear. Okay, I can give you a massage if you want. A massage? You know how to do them properly? Sure, Dad always came home from work exhausted. Mom used to work extra shifts back then, so I learned to do massages to try and help him out a little. Oh, that's really sweet. You're probably a model son. You praise me too much. If you want, we can go back to the locker room and get a massage there. I'd love to, but Try saying what's more for effect. The same thing as the last 2 times happens, except this time I fall forward. Wow! June reacts fast, grabbing before it hit the floor. Immediately I could feel his knees quaking on my weight. Alex, son, you're heavy. Sorry, let me adjust myself. I try sitting down, but Alex pulls me toward him once more. What? It's fine. Just try to take some of your weight. I'll help you walk to the lockers. Oh, alright. June plops me down on the locker room's benches, and I immediately rest my back on one of the lockers. Thanks for that, and sorry for making you do this. No worries, I'm glad to help. Now about the massage. He stops talking abruptly, looking away. What? Well, usually when you give someone a massage, you want to touch the skin instead of clothes. My dad used to strip down to his boxers when I gave him massages. Oh. Well, never mind, I forgot I said that. This is fine. No, you're right. I don't really feel comfortable taking off my shorts, though. Is my shirt fine? Yes. My shirt exposed on my sweaty torso to June. My fur completely matted and pressed down by the sweat. He looks away for a second before looking tenderly at me, his face a little red. Okay, would you rather weigh your front or back first? What? I'm for the massage. Would you rather I massage your front or back first? Oh, front? Okay. Good grief, June gets really close to me. So much so that I can hear the heat raining from him. Despite his earlier confidence, he doesn't look me in the eye. He slowly reaches out with his hand, and I still feel my breath as it moves closer to my arm. When he finally touches my bicep, I involuntarily twitch, making him gasp in surprise. Sorry. Okay. He brings his other hand to touch me and starts slowly massaging my arm. His administration is soothing, I can almost feel myself melt into his touch. Damn, he wasn't lying. He's pretty good at this. I can already feel the muscles of my arm relaxing. Is this okay? I'm not going too hard, am I? No, it's fine. Damn, even though my body's relaxed, my mind just can't relax. It's just too awkward to look at. He's not still looking at me, and his face is bright red. Jim makes sure to massage all my arm. From the base of my shoulder all the way to the wrist, he eases the tension and gets rid of some of the dull pain that I was feeling all over my body. By the time he's done with my left arm, he feels completely different from the right, and he immediately starts to work on that. You weren't kidding, you're pretty good at this. Thanks. After quite a few minutes, I feel like an eternity. A pleasurable eternity, but an eternity nonetheless. June finishes massaging both of my arms and comes to a pause, staring at my chest. If you're uncomfortable with it, you don't have to. No, I'm used to it. It's just weird when it's not Dad. Touching a friend like this is Still, he eventually reaches out and places his hand on my pecs, setting to work on them immediately, kneaded and stroking so expertly that my entire body relaxes. Damn. It takes every fiber of my willpower to keep myself from moaning. It's just that good. I look at the clock on the wall and realize it's already been 20 minutes since we started. Damn, this is 1 hour of practice left. Even though I have a perfectly valid explanation for this, I still want to being caught in this situation. Alright, I'm done with your chest. Now for your, lower body. My attention to my own senses. And he talks to me when just me, and that's when I know something wrong. Just as June starts to look down. It's okay, I'm fine, I'm totally fine. I took a fashion that he ever judged possible, immediately turning away from him. It's embarrassing that I reacted too much to his touch. There's no way I can want to see me like this. But I'm not done yet. I still do your legs and your back. There's no need for it. I'm already feeling invigorated. See, 100%. I flexed the muscle for display, desperately trying to convince him to drop it. But we haven't gone all the way yet. I want to help you. Oh yes, you can certainly help me if you... What the hell am I thinking? Stop it, brain. Bad. Get your mind out of the gutter. Oh boy. I shouldn't even be having these thoughts. June is a guy, my friend. You already have. I told you I'm good as new. I can even stand now, see? It's at moments like these that I'm happy for the adrenaline rush. No, I could be standing without it. Alright, I guess you're right. There's no reason to keep going if it's already done its job. Yes, exactly, no reason. Well, if you're really okay, I'm gonna go watch Chev-kun trying out practice. I'm totally fine, I'll be there in a second. June nods firmly, smiling brightly. I can see his fangs poking out from a smile, and that's absolutely adorable. I wonder how he'd look if... No, bad. As soon as he leaves, I immediately drop all my weight back on the bench, making a creak. You're such a piece of work, you know. Of all the times for you to act up. I guess it's been a while since I've gotten someone's attention down there. Great, now I'm talking to myself again. What an end to a day. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's his performance next video. Cool. Cause yeah, no, I'm done. I'm done with this. It's now 12:39, by the way. Hope you liked that video or whatever. See you next time.